I feel effing gassed. I'm sweating balls right now. I'm tired. We're not doing choreography. What does that mean? Well, here's what they're doing at crunch. They're going down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. There's no control. So what are we gonna do? We're not gonna do that. We're gonna come down, we're gonna pause, we're gonna reset. We're gonna engage your left glute, left quad, left hamstring, and make those muscles drive your foot into the box. It's a lot harder doing it this way, and it's more effective. Most of the people that hate on this, they don't have what it takes to do it. Because so far in my entire training career, I'm gonna say this is 100% accurate. I have never had somebody tell me this wasn't dramatically different and dramatically more effective. So my challenge would be to you, if you are a doubter, to try it. My challenge to you would be to try this for 2 to 3 weeks. Sell yourself into this program and see what happens.
Oh my God, I'm just playing with them now, yeah. Oh my God, what she's saying, say it loud, yeah.
So we just finished barbell squats. Why am I bringing that up on exercise number 2? Because that changes the game. So how you start a workout, exercise order, determines what happens after. Time under tension squats, what we just did, is a different ball game. That's why most people don't do it. You don't see people at crunch, you don't see people at golds, at even lifetime, doing a minute time controlled under load that takes you near failure. That makes you exhausted. You should feel freaking beat right now by the time you get to exercise number 2. If you don't, I'm saying this because I want you to self-evaluate, and it means that something should change. I feel effing gassed. I'm sweating balls right now. I'm tired. So you should be as well. This is a good time to self-evaluate and say, if you feel freaking fresh, something wasn't right over here. So by the time you're here, you should feel like starting body weight, and we'll see what happens. We're gonna go step ups. We've done this before, but I'm gonna go over this like you haven't done this. Your starting position is gonna be such that you're close to 90 degrees at the hip and at the lower leg. Now, you can come up a little bit higher, but for today's purposes, this is where I'd like you to be. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna position this foot here so that my heel, look at this back part of the box. My heel is evenly lined up with this part of the box. And the reason why is because we're going one leg at a time. And I want my leg to be close enough where I have good advantage to really engage my muscles to step up. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna position this back leg a tiny bit behind me. So look at my trunk. This foot, heel's on the box, toe is straight, back leg, foot is a little bit behind my hip. Look at my trunk position. I'm slightly leaned forward, okay? Now watch one more thing, because I can see myself in the mirror. Look at my shoulder, my hip, and my heel. It looks as if I'm almost in a straight line here. So this is how you should look. If you can stand to where there's a mirror to your side, that's what I want you to do, because having this diagonal position and there being a straight line between shoulder, hip, knee, and foot is important. This pre-flexes your hip, and it makes it to where you're adding length to this glute muscle and the one that's on the box, and that's going to add its ability to contract. That's going to aid its ability to shorten. So from here, then I'm going to drive my heel into this box and come up. I'm going to step back, reposition, boom, drive. Every single rep, you're going to pause. You're going to reevaluate. It shouldn't take a ton of time, and then drive back up. What happens is people get into this continuous rep pattern where they go down, up, and every rep gets progressively more sloppy, and there's no thought of control, and there's no thought of what muscles are working. That's why a lot of people think of a step up as a cardio event, because they're not positioning themselves appropriately, and they're not taking the time to get in the right position to engage their mind with their muscles to really make this ass here and this quad here do all the work to drive into that box and step back up. Okay, let's do this thing. Round number 1. Time is started. We're gonna go for a minute. I'm gonna go 1:08 delay time. Whew. I'm sweating. Here we go. Back leg, shoulder, hip, foot, straight line. Driving this foot into the box, stepping up. Pause, regroup, check my position, and drive. Boom. Reposition, drive. Notice I am in control of my movement. I'm pausing here. Boom. Pausing here. Drive. This is one of my favorite exercises. And this is one of the exercises you see almost never done with control or done in a way that actually is strength training and not cardio. Position, drive. 7 seconds. Switch. Same thing. Time is started. Regroup. Drive. Regroup. Regroup. 40 seconds. Add length, this glute, this quad, this hamstring. When I'm driving into the box, I'm pushing through this part of my foot right back here, almost through my heel. Regroup. Regroup. 10 seconds. Regroup. Rest. Okay, let's take a 1.5 minutes. On the next set, I'm gonna add a little weight. So I'm gonna guess on this. I'm just gonna grab a 25. We'll see what happens. So I'll bring it over here close. What I want you to do right now is sit your ass on a bench and rest. If you're not tired, you need to be adding weight. I'm gonna go over the common mistakes again. The common mistakes on this are what I have made up as a term, and that's called continuous rep patterns. It's the only term that's ever made sense to me. I don't even know how to, the way I describe it is choreography. A lot of times when people lift, they get choreographic. It's a movement, it's a repetitive movement, like they're dancing or something, as opposed to a start, a stop, a regroup to come back down, a complete stop again, as opposed to this step up, down, up, down, up, down. When it becomes choreography, every rep gets progressively sloppy. One thing I'll give you to do is homework, not to be creepy, but to be observant. The next time you're at a gym, watch this. It happens on anything. Watch a bicep curl. Watch choreography start taking place where it's just this continuous movement. There's never a breakdown. There's never a start, a stop. It happens all the time. The more you start seeing it, you can't unsee it anymore. So my term for that is called continuous rep patterns until I come up with something better. Hopefully I will. I'm not a big fan of that, but I just don't know. Look, I got ass sweat. Look at this. Ass sweat. That's what you should have on whatever bench you just sat on. I want you to ass sweat evaluation. Here we go. Welcome to STEELEFIT, where we make every freaking rep count. 1 minute, time started. All right, I'm gonna hold this weight out here in front of me. Same deal. Pause, regroup, hip flexed, drive. Regroup. 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 Ooh, bounce check. Regroup. It's a lot harder stopping between reps. Why you out of breath? Why you out of breath? Because I'm effing working. That's why. Switch. Time. Minute. Here we go. Right foot on. Driving up. Regroup. Mirror check to the side. The second leg is always easier, and that's a lie. Pause, regroup, drive, regroup. Regroup. It's getting hard. Thank God it's time. Shit. Ooh, rest. I tell you what, doing squats before that made that a freaking bitch. Damn. Who designed this workout? Shit. I am sweating. This is good. Whew. We're gonna go a minute 30 for the rest. So, week 6, right? What are you asking yourself right now? What are the questions? Well, what we're asking is, how hard was that last set? What are the principles of the MGB? The principles are, what's the T stand for? We call it the Ten³, right? That's our rule book. Ten³ stands for time under tension. That's the T. What's the E? The E stands for execution. What does execution mean? Execution means a lot of things. It means proper form, proper tempo, proper control. I'm gonna give myself another minute. It means that you're doing everything biomechanically correct. That's what execution means. It's MJ-like training, Michael Jordan-like training. What is the N? Near failure. So time under tension with perfect execution, taking yourself near failure. That's what we call TEN, okay? What's the 3? The 3 is those 3 components blended together. And the way we draw this is TEN to the 3rd power. Why do we call it to the 3rd power? It's because when you take those 3 things and you put them together, it's an exponential like effect. When you go with a solid amount of time under tension, for us it's 40 to 90 seconds, with perfect execution, pushing your muscles near failure, that creates an exponential like muscle growth effect. And that's our blueprint to take you where you want to go. Because what happens is when you do this workout after workout, week after week, month after month, you start seeing compound results. And most of the people that hate on this, they don't have what it takes to do it. Because so far in my entire training career, I'm going to say this is 100% accurate. I have never had somebody tell me this wasn't dramatically different and dramatically more effective. So my challenge would be to you, if you are a doubter, to try it. My challenge to you would be to try this for 2 to 3 weeks. Sell yourself into this program and see what happens. You're gonna notice exponential like changes. Let's go round 3. Ass sweat there. Time is started. All right, I'm in position. We're not doing choreography. What does that mean? Well, here's what they're doing at crunch. They're going down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. There's no control. So what are we gonna do? We're not gonna do that. We're gonna come down, we're gonna pause, we're gonna reset. We're gonna engage your left glute, left quad, left hamstring, and make those muscles drive your foot into the box. Stop, pause, regroup. It's a lot harder doing it this way, and it's more effective. Time. Switch. Watch. Change. Boom. Reset. Drive. I don't need the weight anymore. I'm losing it. We don't see drops as going down. We see drops as success. Why did I drop it? Because I was getting sloppy. And if you can see this water in the crux of my elbow and in my ass cheeks, you'll know the effort's there. Shit. Rest. A minute and a half. Whew. It's good to be here together. It's good to be sweating together. You know, one of the things that's nice for me is that when I started my arms program, which was the first program I did, which I think literally is like in 2 weeks away, it's like a year ago, I got super nervous. And I had a client today, earlier, and they said, "Are you shooting today?" I said, "Yeah." And they said, well, their comment to me was, "Well, that sucks." And I said, I don't feel that way. And they're like, "Oh, really?" And this person knows me, right? Like they've been with me throughout this process. And I think it surprises them, my comment back. I said, "I kind of look forward to it." And they're like, "Wow, that's different." It is different. So it's nice that I do look forward to this. I look forward to the shoots. I think it's fun. And for me, as I've been open, that's progress, right? That was not the case. I used to get super stressed. I used to get super nervous. I had everything so scripted out. And the more comfortable I've become, sometimes I feel like I do my best training when I don't have everything scripted. Not that I don't prepare, not that I don't do all those things, but what I noticed is that sticking so close to a script took away from some of the going with the flow of the moment of the exercises. And that's been a good change. So it's time. Let's do it. Ooh, all right. Round 4. I'm gonna start with the weight, and I'm gonna switch legs. So I'll go this leg first because I didn't get to load this side before. Here we go. 1 minute. Time is started. Drive. Pause. Which legs are we really thinking about? We're really thinking about the leg on the box, right? So It's this right leg that we're lengthening that glute and that glute and quad are pressing your foot into the box, which is springing you up. Remember, control is the name of the game, right? Whew, it's getting hard. 6 seconds, one more. Switch. I'm gonna start with this weight again. Left leg, here we go. Left foot. Chest is up. Drive. Pause. 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 I'm gonna try to finish with this weight. Shit, I got 30 seconds. Damn, that's more than I don't got it. Switch. Pause. Regroup the squat. Drive. Pause. Drive. Whew. Pause. Drive. Pause. Drive. That's time. Rest. Minute and a half. It's good. Man, I was gonna wear a white shirt. It would have been like a nipple tee moment. Right now I'd be nipping because, I mean, you can't see it in this black shirt, I don't think. I'm effing sweating. Full recovery, get some water, get some recovery. We still got one more set. If you're watching this on YouTube, I have an app. It's called the STEELEFIT MGB Hypertrophy app. You can train with me. You can download the app on Google Play or the App Store. And in this program, I walk you through a complete muscle growth blueprint and a strategy of how you can achieve your muscle growth goals quickly, effectively, and safely, maximizing the benefit of what I call the TEN3 principle. And that stands for time under tension, perfect execution, and pushing yourself near failure. And when you combine these ingredients together, it creates an exponential like muscle growth effect. And the cool part is that this is an immersive personal training experience with an online interactive community where you can engage with me, and I'll help ensure that you reach your goals customized for you. It's time, let's do it. Here we go. No, wait, I don't need it. Left foot. Okay, position. I got 90 here, right? Heel on the box. This leg is behind me. This glute. See me. Look, this ass cheek right here is lengthened, right? Now we're lengthening this side so that when you step up, it has maximal ability to shorten. Set one. Time is started. Hands up here are counterbalance. Pause. Drive. Am I weightless here? Not necessarily, because unfortunately for y'all, I weigh 205 pounds. So I'm not weightless. I got 205 pounds of myself I'm lifting up. And when you stop here, you take physics and momentum out of the equation, you make anything hard. Think about tightening this quad so hard that this quad is literally driving that leg into that freaking box. 10 seconds. Pause here. Regroup. Drive. Pause. Drive. Switch. I want you all to go back and look at videos of my legs. Not that I'm trying to be weird. About 4 months ago to right now. I look like a different person. You don't see any of the haters on TikTok talking noise about my legs anymore. Maybe this will bring them back. I kind of missed them anyway. Pause. Drive. 26. Pause here. Pause. Pause. Shit. Time. Rest. There's this dude today. I was doing step mill earlier, and I was watching him. He'd do a set. He was on the pec deck machine, pec fly. Do a set. He'd get on his phone. I think he was scrolling for 5 minutes. Do another set. His sets took maybe 25 seconds at the most. That's a long shot. Most of them were like under that. But then he's back on his phone doing whatever. I'm going to say TikTok. He could have been whatever. But the thing is, what this guy is doing is very common, and it's no strategy, right? And one of the things about this program is that I'm trying to give you strategy. There's so many people out there who are lifting with blinders on, and can you go to the gym and get results and do a set and randomly rest, get on your TikTok, do a set? Yes, you can. But it's going to be different than this. And, you know, I'm just wired to where if I'm going to do anything, I'm going to give it everything I have, and it's going to be purposeful, right? That's why this whole program is about lifting with intent and lifting with focus. And one of the things that I love so much about this personally, and this is on my own lifts, this is what makes me addicted to this, is that it's so strategized. I'm so effing ADD that this keeps me in a box. This keeps it to where it's one effing minute or a minute and a half break, 1 minute. It is systematic. There's no breaking it. It's boom, boom. Everything is strategy. And I've got to have that to keep me grounded, okay? What I have found is that most people are this way too, and this helps keep other people grounded. And as you know, I've went through why the system scientifically is what it is, but right now I'm kind of talking outside of this. I'm just talking about focus, and this is what helps so much with the focus part of this. We're done with step ups. We're gonna move on to our next exercise. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you found this beneficial. If you did, please hit the like, hit the subscribe button. This will help me and ensure that my content reaches more people on YouTube. If you want to join the MGB officially, you can scroll down in the description, and there are 2 links. One is to the Apple App Store and the other is to the Google Play Store. And you can join my app for free and view some free content. And I also have some really in-depth programs. I have a complete blueprint that's gonna walk you through how you can build muscle the most efficiently and the safest way possible. I hope you join me next time.